How's it? What's the scoops? Presented by Freedom Communications, your 24/7 local call center, keeping you connected. Now, they provide telephone support to various businesses, government agencies, and organizations. Customize the support you need as your message is taken, can be emailed, sent by text, fax, relayed, or patched. Stay connected with Freedom. Call 808-945-1100 for more information. That's 808-945-1100. Streamcasting live from our satellite studios right here at the Koalohaukulele showroom at Iolani Center in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. How's it, everybody? Hey, before we go on, big mahalo going out to Mom and Pops, Alan and Paul Okami, and the entire Koaloha family, home of the finest handcrafted ukulele, made with love and aloha. You can visit them online right now at koaloha.com. Now, welcome to What's the Scoops. If you're a first-time guest or a first-time listener, we bid you a big aloha and welcome you to the show. What's the Scoops? Part interview, part game show, part music, but plenty fun. Guaranteed. That's What's the Scoops. Now, we'd love to hear from you throughout the show. If you have a question or a comment, or if you're if you're not following us already, Facebook, Instagram, you know the scoops. We also want to let you know, your host, Bruddah Wade, can't do the show by myself. We, of course, got our trusty producer here, Mikey, the man of many words, but we only usually get a few. So please, Mikey, tell everybody hello today.
What's the scoops?
Again, welcome to the show. Hope you're having a great Aloha Tuesday. On today's show, we always welcome some very special guests. Today is no different. He's a talented, award-winning singer, songwriter, one of Hawaii's most talented falsetto artists as well, and a good friend, of course. Definitely. Welcome to the show. What's the Scoops? Moke Boy.
I went to an island not far from where I live, home to the volcano Kilauea. I came to this place I cannot forget. If you go there, I guarantee you will too. The love you feel is good. I cannot own how I ended. The roads are long, but the beauty there is worth it. Remember when you go in your ukuleles, you should know that the G girls gonna walk. Kanikapila, Kalapala, I've been since the last time that I see you show. Kalapana, when will I ever see you again? I never know, maybe tomorrow, I never know. All the cousins that I met, they make me feel at home. They say, fill in my car, let me cycle grind. Right under the mango tree. They say, oh, he man, I like that feeling. It makes me feel so good. Oh, to be with them again. Oh, Kalapa. When will I ever see you again? I never know. Maybe tomorrow. I never know. Oh, Kalapana, yeah, oh, yeah. How's Uncle there? How's cousin there? Oh, tomorrow, I never know. I never know. Maybe tomorrow, I never know. I never know. Maybe tomorrow, I never know. Yes, sir. Let's go. Hey, you. What's up, Hawaii?
Once again, our special guest today on What's the Scoops, Moses Moke Boy Koalohaukulele.
Yes,
Good to see you, my brother.
See you, brother.
Ah.
Oh, it's been a while, bro.
You know that? I hear that song and it takes me back, man. How's uncle them? How's cousin them?
Yes, sir. You know Hawaiians, everybody uncle. Cousin,
Exactly.
Are you cousin?
Yeah.
Are you cousin? It's your cousin.
Again, thank you for joining us on the show today. Welcome to What's the Scoops.
Oh yeah.
Of course, like we do all What's the Scoops, we always start off with the 5 dubs with B dubs.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We'll check. Mikey said I have to check your pedals for the next song.
Okay.
But right now, Moke Boy, again, thanks for being on the show. What's the Scoops? We always do the 5 dubs with B dubs. If you're wondering, what is that?
I know, right? Like I thinking to myself, like, okay, Hawaiians, because I seen a lot of shows. I was like, oh, you guys did good. I'll be thinking.
Let me explain. 5 dubs and B dubs. The 5 dubs is like the dubs is like the W's.
Oh, okay.
The 5 dubs. So the who, what, when, where, and why. And of course, B dubs, Bruddah Wade. Yeah. The 5 dubs with B dubs. So we'll start off with the who, and of course, accompanying each dub, we'll get to a little game after.
Okay.
I'm sure, but we'll start off today with the who. So if you can, our first dub is the who. If you can just tell us and introduce yourself, but not just my name is Moke Boy. Kind of tell us where you grew up, your childhood.
Awesome.
Of course, you gotta throw in where you grad from and all that good stuff.
Okay.
So tell us, Moke, who is Moke Boy?
Well, my full name is Moses Koalohaukulele. The third. I'm the third from my line. So, all my grandpa guys is all musicians too. My dad is also a musician. From Nanakuli side, from the west side.
Okay.
So it's like so the lineage of where I came from is like Uncle Johnny Alameda. From then days, Uncle Pua Alameda. All these the entertainers when the family first heard me sing, they said, "Oh, you sound like your uncle. Or you sound like the kind. You sound like this and that." But I never know that was the lineage. You know what I mean? For me, I was just singing along with the family, or singing along with whoever was there at the party. But it was that's kind of how everything started. Where like I was mimicking a lot. So I tell the family, I was like when they ask me like, "Oh, Uncle, I like get into music," and I tell them, Uncle listen to Huyohana, I listen to Dennis Pavao, I listen to all my kupuna. That's the best place for start your musical journey, like singing the cousins, and then I tell the cousins, hey, if you guys hear something that you like, baby work on or cousin work on, tell them, because it comes from love, like you go like, oh baby, you gotta work on this, you gotta work on that, but you're doing good on this and that, so you gotta make the kind good sandwich, you know what I mean? Hawaiians, we like eating sandwich, you're doing good at this, doing good at that, but then you just gotta work on the key or work on, like the ha'is. I never know what is on ha'i, bro. On ha'i is the part of the voice, and it's the most unique in the falsetto style. Is it goes from talking to in tenor, into your skies. You know what I mean? Yeah. It goes from la la la.
Because we mentioned at the top of the show, you're one of the most talented falsetto singers here in the island, man. And so music was around you from childhood.
From way before, bro.
And you grew up on the west side?
West side, Waianae, Nanakuli, all these places. That's home. That's home for me. So it was like ukulele. If you're not playing music or jamming someplace, you stay at the beach. It was always at the beach, jumping off Pokai Bear, that kind of stuff. So plenty of that kind, but it was always like, everybody was everybody was aloha kahiki kahitiki each other, love each other, you know, watch out for each other, that kind of stuff. We get our rough patches, especially, you know, West Side, coming from West Side, you know, we get all that stuff that's coming out. But I tell the family, there's actually more good, you know, that's going on out there. It's in the small things, it's in the details of you know, who we are. So she's like, yeah, we cannot judge on Hawaiian land, you know what I mean? Pray Hawaiian, pray God, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you grew up on the West Side.
Yeah.
Where did you graduate from?
Nanakuli. I was supposed to graduate from Waianae, but I tell everybody, you know, these pretty, because I got kicked out of Waianae, so I'm like, you gotta be pretty bad for getting kicked out of Waianae, Hawaii. That's usually what they send you, that, but yeah, Hawaii got kicked out of Waianae, then I had to go to Nanakuli. But both places, you know, I connected with the cousins.
Yeah.
So the cousins would grab me in and, you know, take care and stuff like that. But I told him, you know, Hawaiian kickboxer came from me, going from Waianae to Nanakuli. And the boss is like, oh, but that's not the Waianae boy. And I'm like, I'm a singer, not a fighter, hello. I'm a cruiser, Hawaii. So,
wow.
You know, yeah, had to train, had to, you know, we used to kickbox in my garage. I had like 30, 40 guys one time, all just training and you know, like teaching each other different skills and stuff like that. So that's kind of where kickboxing. And one of my friends told me, "Cuz, you should write one song about us kickboxing." And I was like, man, for real.
Okay, wait. Before we even jump to that, because I got so many questions just about that one song.
Okay.
But for you, so growing up, went to Waianae, then we say eventually made it over to Nanakuli.
Yeah. Graduate to
Nanakuli. You still live on the West Side.
Yeah, we still stay on the West Side. Yeah.
And
we stay homestead.
And beautiful, like tell me why is it, what is so special about the West Side of Oahu?
Genuine. Like, you know, if they're feeling bad, they're gonna let you know. If they're feeling good, they're gonna let you know. Yeah. It's real genuine, and you can tell, like I tell plenty of cousins, like, they go through stuff, but then we laugh them. Like, we just try to laugh them through, try to get through stuff like that, and constant prayers. But when it comes to the cousins from the West Side, they're gonna tell you how they feel. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? If we having a bad time, but you're more chi-hoos than get booze, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's all good, cousin. You know,
I like that.
just, get more
chi-hoos than booze.
Don't need to be scared when they chew on. They're just happy. That's all. They're just expressing themselves. That's all it is. It's all good.
Okay, so childhood, growing up, and you were surrounded by music.
Yeah.
When did you decide, okay, this is something I can do professionally. This is something that I want to pursue. More than just a hobby, more than just cruising down the beach. I used to do the kind, because I'm the roadie. I'm actually the roadie for my dad guys. My dad guys was, the name of their band was Polynesian Sons. So planning out the music that the cousins, you know, they like that I do, like you know, all the party stuff. Yeah.
Like, you know, Kaleo Kalani or the Huluhana. It comes from me listening to my dad guys. So I'd have to lift the speakers, walk them up 2 flights of steps, put them on a stand, you know, and I tell the cousins, like, until you get that part of the music, because that's also a part of the music, you're not gonna really like appreciate your blessing. You're gonna get deep into them when you carry ukulele, carry stuff, load them up, take them down to. I was just watching Uncle Kelly. We did that. I would go jump with them for their grand opening. Yeah. And I was watching Uncle Kelly, and he went load one cart, and I was looking at him like, you see how humbling it is? It's real humbling. Like it keeps you in that place. Like, I can do them. I'm just gonna do them.
That's funny because if you know you tagged along with your dad, you was his road, you carried equipment. Yeah. Me, same. My dad's a carpenter, right? So as a kid growing up, you know, whatever dad needed us, we would carry cement, carry his tools. But I think with my father was like, do this now because I don't like you getting to this work. and after doing it, I'm like, I don't want to do carpentry for sure, man. For sure, that's one job I know I don't want to do. I did that when I was growing up. But it's the flip side for you.
It came natural. So like on the professional side, really never like kick in because like you said, like I was in music. You know, I was telling my wife, I was like, babe, I was raised in music. You know, because like when my dad would come home, he wouldn't stop singing. Because the thing still, and I do that too there, like he would sing all night. Like even with his guitar, he'd just sing. And that's where I would hear plenty of the beautiful music. Was like during that time when my dad used to come and he'd sing us to sleep. So music like Grandpa and God and Makanale, it's all from those lullabies that you know, from like, I was telling the kind too, Uncle Kelly guys, like when I listened to Kalanaku back in the day, that's part of where Makanale came from. It was like, oh, I write my baby a song, cause.
Another one. Yeah. We will get to, we'll talk about that. We talked about all those great songs. We'll get into that in a little bit. I always wanted to know also, where did Moke Boy come from? Because you mentioned Kelly Boy. And when we had Kelly Boy on the show, we asked Kelly Boy, how did you get Kelly Boy? When did that start? He said, from like young kid time. Yeah. And with him, people tried going, Kelly Man. But no stick. So when did Moke Boy, when did that become
Same thing. It's like a family name. Like I could tell everybody, like even one good friend of mine from Canada, he was like, you know, that boy is not really like one good way for, you know, say to one man. And I said, Hawaiian's different. We kind of like, it's not like opposite, but it's more like it's a term of love. Like love you, brother. You know what I mean? Love you, boy. Boy, how are you? How's mama then? It's different.
Right.
In Hawaiian. He's like, I noticed that. I said, that's the aloha. We no need that's why, you know what I mean? Everybody is blessed. So you don't need to puff up.
Right.
So if you say Moke Boy, I'm like, hey, how you Uncle Moke? Hey, eat it. The same thing. You know
what
I mean?
Right.
It's like, so like even Uncle Kelly, and he came to the house one night when I was only like 12, I think, and I was telling a story too at Winter Mall. And him and his dad came, and this brother was ripping on his ukulele. I swear he's like in his 20s. But that's when I heard Kelly Boy. You know, and my dad's name is actually Moke Boy. My dad is actually the second Moke Boy. You know, and then my papa is the first Moke Boy. So I'm the third.
Because you're a third. You're the third. Right.
Yeah. So that bugger just in hand down, you know, and the thing just fit perfect. Like, okay, well, I guess that's the name. That's the stage name right there, Hawaii. You know what I mean? You can tell him Moses. Wow.
Yeah.
Biblical, eh? Let's go. The bugger's going like pray right there. Let's go.
Again, our special guest here on What's the Scoops, Moke Boy, is with us. That's pretty much our first dub, the who. And I always wanted to ask that. Where did Moke Boy come from? And I kind of figured that's from your childhood that's been passed down. With every dub, so that completes the who. With every dub, we'll throw in a game. So we're going to set 60 seconds on the clock for our first game. All right? Okay. This is 60-second scoops. And I'm just going to throw out questions. Okay, all you got to do is just whatever first answer comes to mind. Just no right, wrong answers. Just you follow along when I start asking questions.
I can use my Google.
No need even Google for this. So, Mikey, we put 60 seconds on the clock, and we'll have 60-second scoops with Moke Boy. You ready?
Roger, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Mikey, you ready? Yes, all right, 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go. Have you ever tasted soap?
Oh yeah. Oh, God, guaranteed.
Favorite childhood TV show?
Gilligan's Island.
Oh, cake or pie?
Oh, gotta go cake.
Cake?
Yeah, gotta go cake.
What kind of cake?
Gotta be like chantilly, like that. You know what I mean?
Nice. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Ice cream, strawberry.
Strawberry. Name a word that starts with the letter Q.
Quantity.
Let's
go, Hawaii.
Climb a mountain.
Big words. Okay.
Climb a mountain or jump from a plane.
Woo! Gotta climb. I gotta stay on the ground. Me and heights no match, Hawaii.
Sing us a high note. Name one of the 7 dwarfs.
Sleepy.
Favorite movie.
Terminator.
Oh, last one. We gotta get this in. Favorite style poke.
Oh, that's one tinker right there, Hawaii. Gotta go with the original soyu onion. Gotta go to the original. So we style, cuz. Yeah.
Oh, you breezed through that 60-second scoops with
Hey,
Moke
not too
Boy.
bad, not too bad. Oh, it's getting on nerdy, so yeah.
Nah, easy stuff.
Public school. I was West Side Kamehameha. This is our West Side branch Kamehameha school. You know
That's right. You fit in with me and Mikey Farrington.
Let's go,
Kaimuki
Lord
right
campus,
there. So
yeah.
all public schools in the house today. Our next dub, Moke Boy, is the what.
Oh, okay.
What does legacy mean to you?
Ooh. Legacy is what you pass down to the babies. The best of you. Like when you figure out you and you figure out what's going to empower your family, pass that down. And just keep passing that down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
With that said, then, tell us about your daughter and the story about Makanale, about the song.
Okay.
Because like you said, you passed down the best of you. And
yeah.
tell us about you mentioned a little bit about Kelly Boy having an inspiration in writing the song.
Yeah.
I never heard that story. So if you can, kind of explain. Well, what is that all about? How did that?
It's so I was raised listening to Kapena, you know, and at that time my dad didn't want to always say like, you know, that's the brother that came over there to the house all the way by Night Valley. These guys was living like far away from us, but they came. And then he said, "You guys listening to this uncle? You listening to these guys? Remember that time had the uncle with the brother with the ukulele? That's them." And I was like, "Oh no, I got that playing sounds familiar." So this is I was raised with that. So we go visit my wife. My wife comes from a musical family too, the Keli Ho'omalu Ohana, over in Kalapana. And that's why everybody asked me like, "Hey, you from Big Island?" Because you wrote about Kalapana, and I was like, "No, Hawaiian, actually from Nanakuli. I live right up the road from you, cuz." Like, I see you at Saki Save Hawaiian. He's like, "Oh," they tell me the kind too. "Why you fly all the way over here from Kalapana for playing my party?" Like, "No, Hawaiian, I live right down the road from you." They crack out and like, "Oh, for real?" I'm like, yeah, I live right down the road, cuz. But the Keli Ho'omalu Ohana, the time that I was there, I had Kelly Boy then came out with Kalena Ku. And then, so I started to write Pehe Oi Kalapana from there. You know, how I felt there. Over there felt so much like home. It felt like Nanakuli, but more cool. You know, everybody was all loving. Everybody was all like coming together and talk story. Nobody was high makamaka or any of that kind of stuff. It was really loving. Wasn't the kind. So I had to write about them. So I tell everybody when the plane would land, the song was written. You know, when I left Big Island, because I was missing already, the long roads, like, I'm not no more long roads. You know, take you 10 minutes to get any place. You're like, 10 minutes to this place, 10 minutes to that place. Kalapana is forever Hawaiian. I fell asleep, I got out, we all smoked. That's why I call Big Island Hawaiian. You got to keep driving. You know
Yeah. So
that's why Kalapana came from the long drives, but was worth it when I got there because I know the cousins was going to be there. You know, I felt the love there. So Pehe'oi was from there. But as I was driving through the back roads of Kalapana, I heard Kalena Ku.
Yeah.
You know, Uncle Kelly's song, and I was like, wow. And I had Makana already. So I started to write in my mind again, about that. And the original understanding or the original style of Makanale was supposed to be the mom and dad singing to their baby. So the beginning goes, "In a window," that's daddy. And then mommy goes, "I can see a little angel looking at me." So it's supposed to be when couples and they come together at the end. But I just ended up singing the whole thing because we needed to know for the CD and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Makanale was inspired through like Kalena Ku and all those baby songs, like even Hush My Baby Girl.
Yeah.
Just came out with that. All those beautiful baby songs, you know. And like I said earlier, when my dad used to come, he used to sing this other song. What is that? Darcy's Lullaby. It's called Darcy's Lullaby? Dolly's Lullaby.
Dolly's Lullaby.
Yeah, my baby doll.
Yeah.
That's another song. My dad used to always end with that song. And that's how we know he would know more after. So, you know, he sang that song, he would sing that song. So I sing that song too. And plenty of those songs was all, you know, parts of why I wrote Makanale, you know. I was so in love with my baby, like, I was just saying, like, I was like, oh, I gotta write a beautiful song. And the chorus to the song is her middle name. Like, if she show you her birth certificate, it's the chorus to, you know, to Makanale. Pua o ola aloha akahui mai kai, ana ono leo mele chastity. So when you go listen to the chorus and you try to listen, that whole middle part,
Yeah.
that's all her middle name. That's all her middle name. Yeah. And the thing would fit. I was tripping out like, hey, we made it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then in a dream, yes, a dream. So it's like that was her story. And now she's doing really good. You know, now she's doing really good. She stayed in New Mexico.
I'm scared to ask how old she is because I remember when the song came out, she was baby, right? Like,
yeah, she was on because when I did the competition, she was on the table banging like, that's my daddy, that's my daddy. She was like making all kinds of, that's my daddy, that's my daddy. So she was, right now she's 30, she made 31 this year.
Man. Okay, yeah. All of a sudden I feel super old. Wait. Okay. So, kind of reverse back. You mentioned competition. When you recorded Pehe'oi, which is the first song,
Yeah.
This was through a competition, a falsetto competition that you won, that you were able to record.
Yeah.
So I was trying, for the life of me, I was trying to remember, what competition was it?
This was the very first one, 16 contestants. Like the ones that they had after was all 10s. But this is the very first one. So it was at the Pink Hotel.
Okay, Royal Hawaiian, yeah.
Over there. Downstairs.
So this was before Aloha Festivals was doing it.
This was the I think it was like when Aloha Festivals just went, I don't know if just went start up. I think they probably went start them up in like the 1600 or way back. Like,
yeah.
But the very first Frank B. So because I was talking story with Uncle Frank.
Right.
And then he's like, Mookie, you know that was the very first one, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
so it was then.
smokes.
Because at that time I think it was the Frank B.
Yeah.
Aloha Festival's Frank B. Shaner falsetto
Shaner
contest. So
falsetto
that was the first
That was the very
competition.
first one, yeah.
And through by winning that competition. Hey, by the way, you know any of the other 15 contestants that was?
Bobby Madero. Me and Bobby was on the same
Are you
line.
serious, really?
Bro, I was sweating when I heard Bobby come up. I was like, oh, no, heck no. We out of here, cousin. I told my cousin, I was like, bro, we out, cuz. Bobby Madero, cousin. He go ahead. Oh, he did. I know he did like one killer, and I got cheeky skin in the back. I was like, cuz, we out already. I'm good. That Hawaiian didn't kill it, cuz.
So Bobby...
Bobby was there.
Well, we get some action now against Bobby. Hey, Bobby, you remember Moke Boy the first?
My birthday. You know, that's my birthday brother. Me and him, same birthday, December 16th. So how's that?
Wow. Wait, okay, so you remember what Bobby sang. What did you sing?
I sang Pehe'oi. Kalapana. Wow. So that's the one they wanted.
So you had it written already?
Yeah, but the thing was like, was in one lower range, bro. Was in a kind. O Kalapana was more kickback, like Gabby style.
Yeah.
It was more the kind, mellow kind, but my father said, "Oh, bro, you go over there. This is a falsetto competition. You better come with it, brother."
Yeah.
And then even when I push him up to the O Kalapana, I already said to myself like, because the rest of the song, oh, I went to it now, it's real like on the low range.
Right.
So I told myself, I was like, probably gonna come in like 8 because the thing. We had Dennis Paval, we had Uncle Kawai, had the kind, what is Tony Conjugation, had all these names on the judge line.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, bruh. I should have sang Ikona. I should have sang Kalamaula. But they were loving because I was sending an audition tape, and I never sent them in. My wife would sneak. She didn't go to kind because she know Nana Kuli. Nana Kuli go send in no tape like. I'm like, bro, whatever, babe. I just sing for whatever. And she's like, no, she grab my rubbish can, put them up, put them inside up, put the stamp.
So you didn't even know?
I didn't even know.
At what point did she tell you, hey, by the way, you're in?
When the thing came in, when they sent me the tickets and the parking pass and the... That's kind of when everything, I was like...
That's hilarious.
Oh, these guys actually like my singing, okay. Sure, let's go, whatever.
Wow.
And then, from there, you should have seen the name of our band was Kamaha'o. So... One other cousin, his name is Kamaha'o. So when I got to the check-in and all that, they was like, Kamaha'o. So I went walk up. I came up to the front and I was looking on the stuff like, oh, how you guys know my band name? And then he go, oh. And then I looked, he looked behind me. I looked behind, he was 6 foot, I was starting to be big Hawaiian. Oh, my name Kamaha'o. I was like, oh, cuz, that's okay, sorry, Nana Kuli moment. Sorry, I'm gonna go back, sit down now. But that's how fresh everything was. Everything was like just starting was like, that's the beginnings. Like,
yeah, because I was trying to recall. I was like, okay, wait, I know he won. And that's why he got to record.
Yeah.
That's-
That was way back.
And as they say, the rest is history, man.
It's history, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, the rest.
That's unreal. All right, so that completes the second of the what. Now, game number 2 is the Mikey challenge. Game number 2. So
Go easy, Mikey. Go easy.
so basically, Moke, you gonna challenge my producer right here, up and up, one-on-one. All right. So Mikey challenge.
We go sing off. Don't sing off. No.
The Mikey challenge. This one is the father-daughter edition because we just talked about you and your daughter.
Okay.
So I'll give you the first name of entertainers of an entertainer daughter. You gotta tell me their famous father. Okay, and they're both famous, the daughter and the father. But I'm gonna give you the daughter's name.
Okay.
You give me the famous father. Okay.
Crazy.
All right. Now
I think I only know like 3
all right,
cars.
so first 2 3 wins. First 2
Hey, you
3
guys get
wins.
internet over there, bro.
I like to say Mikey's been on it. He's been. How many times you won already so far, Mikey? Maybe
One.
one. No.
Came
one,
to
at
take
least
away the
twice.
belt. Let's
Twice
go.
in like the 10 times we played. But
I'm gonna bust the Max Holloway and take away your belt. Let's go. Nah.
as usual, Moke, I love the entertainers who come sit down over here. But when we play the Mikey challenge, I gotta root for my boy over
Let's
here. 'cause,
go.
You know, he's my producer. But I will say, do not give him chance because if Mikey gets on a roll, he will steamroll you. He will, right? So the Mikey challenge, the father-daughter edition. You guys ready? All right, here we go. First one. Again, I'll give you the daughter's name. You give me the famous father. All right? Lisa Marie Presley.
I was Presley.
No, Mikey.
chance.
No chance. All right. Try this one. Kalena Koo.
Kelly boy.
Ooh.
He got him.
Okay, we give
He
that one
said
to
K,
Mikey.
and then I said Kelly boy.
Kill him. All right. We give Mikey that one. We give that one. All right. Tied up. Nancy Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Mikey.
Oh.
All right, Mikey, you up 2. You're up 2-1. This is this could be the game right here, right? Here we go. Sasha and Malia Obama.
Barack Obama. I never know he sing. Hawaii no sing. He's not a singer. How do he sing?
I just
Hawaiian
said
no sing.
famous.
I never see him in a karaoke bar. I never sing.
Mikey,
Good job, Hawaii. Wait, stick your head.
Congratulations, Moke Boy, the Mikey
Let's
challenge.
go.
Wow.
First
Hey.
didn't know sing.
I never said anything. I said famous. They're not necessarily.
I was
famous.
waiting for the kind Miley Cyrus. I was like, oh, what the heck is the daddy's
I
name
would have
again?
thrown this. I would have thrown that one in.
Hannah Montana.
What
Say
would
that.
you guys have said if I said
What'd you get? Which one?
Kiana Gideon?
Oh, that's rich. That's rich, guys. That's rich out there, baby. Let's go.
Hey, since we talked about Makanale,
Oh.
and we're almost to the bottom. In fact, we passed 3:35 Hawaii Standard Time. What's the scoops with Moke Boy? Would you play
Let's
one more
go.
song for us?
Hikino.
Alright.
Yes. I know I keep forgetting that people don't understand Hawaiian. Like, so I keep saying like hikino.
Mhm.
Even at restaurants, I say like, oh no. I'm looking at the Korean auntie. She's looking at me like, okay. And then my wife is like, hello, babe. In a window, I can see a little angel looking at me. A pretty flower, yes, a pretty flower, just for me. My lily, kuipo, makanale. In a cradle, rockabye. My love angel, close our eyes. nighty night. Yes, my little girl, nighty night. My lily, kuipo, makanale. Akawi mai kai ana ona leo mele chasari in a dream, yes a dream. You are with me, you are next to me. By my side, my little girl has grown to be a lady. My lily, kuipo, makanale. Bless your people, Lord. Thank you for your love, Lord. Thank you for bringing us this far, Father God. Thank you that you, Lord, are so faithful, Father God. From the youngest to the oldest, Lord, we ask you heal them, Father God. Heal them from the inside out, Lord. I thank you, Father God, once again for music that heals, music that helps us, Lord. And your Aloha Spirit, your love spirit for the family. Bless them in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. There is a little girl who I know will ask me someday, Daddy, where did my grandpa go? I'll have to tell her when she gets older, then she'll stop crying. Your grandpa's flying, he's flying with Jesus. Your grandpa's with Jesus. And he looks down upon you, and he loves you with all his heart. And someday you'll see him again. Sing, cousin. Grandpa and God are together, making music with the angels. If he could, I know he would sing you a sweet, sweet song and send it to you. So wipe your tears and open your ear to hear. For Grandma. Grandma and God are together, making music with the angels. If she could, I know she would sing you a sweet, sweet song and send it to you. So wipe your tears and open your ear to hear. So wipe your tears and open your ears to hear her song. Love you guys, yeah you. Makalali, Grandpa and God, Grandma and God. Yes, sir, Hawaiians. Let's go.
3:42 Hawaii Standard Time. Welcome back to What's the Scoops. I'm your host, Bruddah Wade, along with our producer, Mikey, and our very special guest, Moke Boy, with us. Beautiful, man.
Thank you, brother.
That is
Thank
beautiful. I love how you mesh those two songs together, man. That's beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. All right, our next dub, the third dub is the Where. We talked about Hawaiian Kickboxer. Where did that song come from? I know we got bits and pieces, but you said as you transitioned from Waianae
we
to
was training,
Nanakuli.
so even like before MMS time, like before even that mixed martial arts stuff, that's what we was doing. We was training in the garage. We was training taekwondo, muay thai. We was training grappling, wrestling, boxing. So I had cousins from all over the island. Like they was coming from all the way in town to Waipahu, and they would all meet up in my garage. And I only a small garage.
Yeah.
We made them work, you know what I mean? We'd grab all the empty container mayonnaise bottles. I found them one time, and then we put sand inside, and that's what we train with. Or pads, we'd make our own pads, like duct tape and the kind. You know, you get the old coach.
Okay.
Cut them up, boom, you just make pads for.
So
for
the
punch.
song really, I mean, before MMA, UFC, all that stuff came about.
I think came from the roots of
You
kickboxing.
lived it.
Yeah.
And that's where this song comes from.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you remember the movie Kickboxer with Van Damme.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that movie. Like, I wanted to be like that. So I was mixing taekwondo and muay thai together. So it would have that power at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, we was breaking boards and 2x4s and all kind of stuff. And my mother was like, hello? Hello?
Is there a correlation between martial arts and music, do you think?
Yeah. It's that syncness, it's that timing, you know, getting everything on. Like, and that's why we, like, in martial arts is planning aim. So focus pads, that kind of stuff is planning targeting. Like when you watch Max, his punches is like on, like, you know what I mean? It's a timing, it's knowing when. So in music, it's the same thing. Like if you're off key or if you're off tempo, you throw off the whole song, you throw off the whole band. Yeah. You know, because it's all about the timing. It's all about the focus. Like in the song, it's all about, you know, discipline and you know, staying humble. Like that's some big one that you know, I noticed with plenty entertainers and fighters at the same time. If they're humble, they go far. If they're humble, they go far. You know, if they know how to reroute all those praises, because those praises is actually what brings down a lot of people that's very successful, is that when they get the praise, like I tell the cousins coming into the entertainment side, you gotta know how to handle the praise, because it'll come. The talent can always be there. The talent is natural. You get them from the Lord. Yeah. You know, but how you know, refocus that, like say, I'm blessed, Auntie. You know, like, thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Jesus, kind of stuff. Yeah. That helps protect the heart. And that way, you know, take them on yourself, start walking around like, not a man. Nobody can work with that, Hawaiian. Nobody can work with that. Yeah. You know, then you only destroy yourself. So same thing with the fighting, same thing. You gotta stay humble.
That's
you
humble.
you just gotta stay humble. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, good, Mikey. Okay. All right. Speaking of, you mentioned Max Holloway.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my boy out there. They're streaming online, so I told him, I'm gonna do a shout out for you guys over here.
Nice.
Best stream online right now. Cousin Max.
Because the Hawaiian Kickboxer was huge. It's everybody knows it, but when Max was entering the ring and using, how did that whole relationship come about?
I never know we was related. We related, like, cause then he knew my dad, cause my dad was the janitor for Waianae Elementary for like 20-something years. Okay. And Max went there, so he knew my dad. But then when he found out that was my song, he came up to me backstage. I swear, he was only like 13, 14 maybe. A small little buggy come up to me, go like, "Hey, Uncle, I'm gonna use your song, you know, when I come famous." And I was looking at him, we saw Hawaiian Kickboxer. He's like, "Yeah, I'm an MMA fighter. I'm gonna use your song." And I was like, "Oh, let's go, Hawaiian." I said, "Hey, go,
no way." When he was 13,
I swear, he just started, but he was like, "Uncle, I'm gonna use your song." But I listened to that song. The thing gave me amped up, cause he was living on Makaha, with the grandma guys. So he said he would train with Kickboxer, and then he felt like real proud. So when he come on with the song, you see him like when he walking out, Cause is ready for rip, like he's like when Tiger let out the cage, cause he's like, bro, I feel bad for the guy in the ring.
Turn, it's like,
back in Makaha. Let's go.
No, but that is so cool that there's that connection. And to you and Max and the song, like.
Yeah, that's why it was an automatic fit. And I told him, and I tell everybody today, I'm just proud that kickboxing is continuing, you know, from the garage to cousin to right there to the UFC and just banging up guys.
I'd be remiss if I never tell you this story, but with a producer,
let's go, Mikey. Let's go.
Mikey, the first time Mikey heard the song, he's like, "Oh, how come he's singing about Hawaiian sausages?" We're like, "What?"
I just
like
seen brickwood guys. Brick guys, they was all like, "¿Qué pasa? What's going on? ¿Qué pasa?"
He's like, "Yeah, Hawaiian kibasa." Like,
Hawaiian kibasa.
No, it's kickboxer, Mikey. You're like, oh my god. Hey, that leads us to our next game.
No, everybody knows.
Story.
Everybody was
that's the most hilarious story.
How come you singing about sausage? I was like,
like what?
Kickboxer, Hawaiian. Don't blame me, I never pronounce my words out. Kickboxer.
Our next game is part of the where Bruddah Wade stay. This time it's the West Side Pride edition.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Where Bruddah Wade stay, the West Side Pride edition. Of course, I'll give you about 5 clues. If you can guess it in like whenever you got it, just
cool. So
bring it out, chime it in. Okay? So it's locations. I'll give you. It's locations all on the west side.
Okay.
Of Oahu.
West side,
right?
West. Okay, so because everybody get their idea of west side, like Waipahu west side, or we're going just.
I'll go as far as we'll say Kapolei.
Okay.
Kapolei. Okay. All right. So first clue. Opened in August 2011.
What's that? Hanara?
Auntie's Beach House.
Beach house.
Olelo Room.
Aulani.
Aulani.
Oh,
that is absolutely right. Aulani, a Disney resort and
you
spa.
know how much aunties get houses on the beach right now? I think you're like, what is this?
I never thought about that, but Auntie's Beach House.
Uncle Buffalo guys had a house in Makaha.
Aulani. So you
10 years in.
Yeah. Wait. You mentioned like some folks have different
ranges of
west
some
side.
guys say Pro City is a kind of like they try to rep the central. I'm over here like I think that's more central Hawaii. Like nah, that's west side, baby. Let's
okay,
go.
so
west side.
because you're born, raised, live on the west side. Where is your borderline? Like
I go electric plant. Because I told the Hawaiians, hey, if anything go down, because all we do is just block off the electric, because we need electric.
Right.
So we better just block off from the electric that way. You know what I mean? Like, so if anything go down, Hawaiian, just block off the electric side, and then we're gonna be all right.
Okay, so Kapolei wouldn't
like,
even.
I mean, it's west, but then I think. It's not
west.
It's not the 4. Like if you go to 4,
yeah.
like Nanakuli, Maili, Waianae, Makaha, you go that's west. Like, and then plenty of the cousins from Kapolei is always siders too. So
Yeah.
all they did was just move into the nicer house. It's like, get the bigger bill now.
All right, try this one.
Okay.
I'm glad you clarified that because like if you're
versions
from
of west,
the west side, then you gonna be able to tell us what is west
Ever
side.
Beach too go west side. Oh, we west side more. I'm like, yes sir, let's go. Gotta give him, yeah. Oh yeah, because you west side, let's go.
All right, try this one.
Okay.
Waianae started in the 1920s. Family-owned business. Fresh poke. Tamura's supermarket.
Let's go, baby. That's Tamura's right there. Yes, sir. 20s is
nice.
Bro, that's before planning stuff.
1920s.
Like even had the kind what is that? Nakatanis. You ever heard of Nakatanis?
Nakatanis.
Nakatanis was like back in those days too.
No more already.
No more already.
Yeah.
The way McDonald's there now used to be Nakatanis. Oh, that's back in the day. I was only baby 8. Never in that second shave.
I tried. This one should be easy.
Okay.
Nanakuli.
Okay.
Opened in 1967. Sits on 60 acres of Hawaiian homelands. Alumni include Moon Kaukahi and Jerome Koko.
Nana Ikapono. Oh, Nanakuli L. Oh, where? Okay. Nanakuli High School.
Golden
Gotta
Hawks.
be Nanakuli High School.
Nanakuli High, an intermediate
Let's
school.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we can add you as alumni.
Yeah, right.
Alumni.
Okay. Well, actually, I went graduate night school, so I don't know if they count. But I had Makana, so I had to go work. Hawaiian gotta work, you know what I mean? We gotta work. You get baby, you get job Hawaiian. You know what I mean? It's
Try
like
this one. Next one.
okay.
Y&I.
Okay.
Tenants include Longs, City Mill.
Why not more?
Y&I Mall.
That's hottest mall in the country, cousin. You like kitchen 10, go why not more, cousin. Let's go. You like lose weight, walk around that puppy on why there. You do longs and long circle like that. You go back straight 2 longs, you lose easy 10 pounds, cuz. Easy. All
right, last one. Okay, try this
let's
one.
go.
Try this one. Last white sand beach before cutting a point.
Oh, these yolks. Yeah, prayer for sets, yolks, all that action over there. Prayer for sets. Uncle said sets, okay? Uncle never said, you know.
Nice, Yokohama Big. Absolutely right.
Let's
Very
go.
good. Wow. See, you aced that one. That was good.
Yeah,
That was good.
The thing's still closed, you know, right now. So everybody got to stop at the gate there.
Oh.
Yeah, right now. So we ain't going to check them out, but yeah, still closed. I don't know, maybe, hopefully after everything, the kind we can go open the gates up. Because all the tourists, too, are telling the Hawaiians, like, hello, how come we're not out here with our tent, you know, selling water, selling chips, hot dog, musubi, Hawaiian. You know what I mean? Choke visitors over here. Yeah, well, we're starting to see, West Side starting to see plenty of tourists coming in. So that's why I get choke traffic.
Yeah.
When I came to there, the thing was all the way out to Honokai Hale.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. From Nanakuli, where I came on, Nanakuli Ave, just cars for days. So,
wow.
yeah, I think we take down a rail and go make one road for more people for coming to the fast, the express lane for you guys. You know, as soon as the sunset go down, Hawaiian, get out of there. Just go. Just go back to Aulani way. Yeah. That's what I tell all the tourists when I see them. Excuse me, do you know where my car high is at? You got to keep going, but as soon as the sun go down, get the family in the car, wave to everybody, and just head right back out, Hawaiian.
There you
stay
go.
safe, cousin. Stay safe.
We're Bruddah Wade State, a West Side Pride edition.
Let's
Good
go.
job,
I
good job.
like it.
Our next dub is the when. When did you start singing falsetto? I know, like you was around music from small kid time, but when did you realize?
Because like when my family was both sides, was church and the Hawaiian music side.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom's side, like the Nahina side, the Nahina, or the Leapanga side, they would go like on the church side, and we'd have couple of the Koalohaukulele would come out too, but on the Koalohaukulele side was more Hawaiian. So I started young, like because I had to do all the high parts. So I never know that was falsetto.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, somebody would sing the lead, somebody else would sing the high tenor. I would be like the falsetto guy, like the guy. And then, you know, my grandma would be like, then one time when we was at my cousin's graduation party listening to one Kapena song, I was singing, okay, they're going to put me in the movies. Mm-hmm. They're going to make a big star out of me.
Act naturally.
Yeah.
And
I was singing them like exactly how the radio, because that's how you're supposed to sing one song. Like, hello, Hawaiian, please don't botch the song. You know, that's the kind when you get who sings that song? Okay, please let them sing them. So I was singing along to that, and then my grandmother was like, she'd lean over to the radio, she'd turn on down, and she'd go, Biggie's cool. And I was just singing, hit the big time. All you got to do is act naturally. And then she said, this boy can sing. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know. And then my grandmother, oh, man, after that, wow, just a flood of songs. Sing this, sing that. Hey, Blue Darling. Oh, sorry. Oh, Aine. You know, they're singing like all the older songs. They was telling me, sing this one, My Lovely Flower, sing this. So I knew all these songs, you know, growing up. I heard my grandmother sing, you know. So when they got, when they was telling me, you know, this is the song, Aloha, then they started to train me from there. You know, my dad would like tell me, you go up over here. Okay, you come down, you make fancy. Like my grandpa, Moke, they planted that song, but he sang it on baritone style. Oh. And he said, boy, when you sing, make them sound nice, not too much, just enough. You know, just enough, not too fancy where the thing is like you're showing off. You're making them nice so the kupuna they like because they remember, you know. And then if you can touch the heart of the kupuna, your job is good. then everybody else going to enjoy after that. Everybody else going to enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, because you giving them its due just. You know what I mean? Like, you're making them sound good for them. So from there, it was just, you know, I had that in mind. So I tell the cousins, like, yeah, fancy is okay, but too much fancy is like too much frosting on your cake, Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Too sweet, cuz. You know what I mean?
Too sweet.
This the cake. This not the frosting, cuz. Hawaiian, too much.
Well,
You gotta
with that
back 'em
said,
up.
with that said, I know you mentioned some of the great falsetto singers. Who are some of your favorites?
Oh, every time, like when I go into one gig, I'm gonna give away one of my secrets. When I go into my gig, the guy getting inside the CD when I playing is Pavao. Gotta be Uncle Dennis. That way I can sing along with him. I can stretch out my voice. I can get ready. So that's one good tip for the cousin out there. That's
golden
you know,
voice, man.
Yeah, just sing along with Uncle Dennis. You know,
Yeah.
whatever range you sing in that range. I tell the cousins, they're like, hey, if you like learn, you know what karaoke came from? All the pa'anis. You know those little pa'anis. That's the original karaoke right there. I'm like, cuz, sing right there. You know what I mean? When they're playing, then you just jump in there. You just start singing. You just like, ayayiko. Then you can practice. You can practice your lead singing, or you can practice your harmony singing, all inside that. When Uncle singing all by himself without the harmony, I tell the cousins, sing the harmony. Then you practicing your harmony. You know, even working with Brother Darren. When I was working with cousin D, he taught me this thing called weaving, and this is another secret that I never know in the Hui Ohana, because you get plenty cousins that they like go over, you know, over every time, go over. But you strain your voice, you make them sound funny. You think not gonna sound as oh no. So what you do is when the guy go up, you come under. Yeah, you come under, and then when he come down, then you go back over. You know, I call it weaving. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but in order for track 'em, I call them weaving. Weave 'em on. That way you come down. When I go up, and you go. When I come down, then you go over.
Yeah.
That way it sound nice.
And speaking of Darren, how did that combination?
Oh, he used to come over the house all the time. He used to, because him and my dad used to jam back in the day. When my dad
for those
was.
of you may not know Darren Benitez.
Yeah. Cousin Darren Benitez. Yeah. So Brother D was back in the day. He was like when I was still the roadie. You know, I was carrying the speakers and stuff like that. Cousin Brother Darren was like practicing with my dad. They was going over songs. You know, my dad was showing him some moves on the guitar. So that's why, yeah, we go way back. Us guys go way back. And then later on, me, him, and Rich got together.
Right.
You know, and we made this trio. You know, and we still trying to figure out what the trio is. Everybody loved the trio.
Yes.
I just tell them, hey, that's band A or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, call D, and then D going and then let me know, and then we go try to figure out schedules and stuff like that. But yeah, that was back in the day. He used to come over jam with my dad, and I used to listen like, oh, this guy sound like a Hawaiian. Oh, cuz, that sound beautiful. Let's go. You know, when I heard that sound, I was like, oh yeah. So I wanted to sing, you know, jump on that with that. Oh, that's falsetto. Oh, that's falsetto too. And then my dad was another falsetto singer back in the day too. He had his own style of singing. You know, and he would teach me all different ha'is, get beautiful ways how you can use your ha'is. Like, man.
Yeah, we've seen the three of you perform.
Oh, good fun, man. Oh,
man, that's some good stuff.
I tell everybody, hey, that's why I want Pastor today. You know, I gotta work with that guy. You know, that's my brother. I love that brother. We gotta pray hard. Let's go.
All right, that leads us to that was the fourth dub, the win. That leads us to our next game. We call this in the singing scoops. Falsetto finishes.
Oh,
right? We're going to put you through the test over here, Moke Boy.
Okay.
Actually, I might be putting myself through the test. I'll attempt to sing an opening line to a falsetto song.
Let's go, Hawaiian.
and depending on how good or how bad I sing.
What is the instrument? Tambourine. What's going on over here? What is that?
I get it. I get confidence in you in a Mikey challenge. I go and sing you.
Let's go.
So, like I said, I'll attempt to sing an opening line to a falsetto song.
Okay.
You see, based on my singing, you see if you can finish the song. We call it Singing Scoops Falsetto Finishes. You ready?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, here we go.
I gotta hear
this
because
in the right key either, but here we go. Try this one. Mother of the sea.
You are precious to me.
One Well, I was kind of struggling on that already. Man. That wasn't even falsetto.
That was good. Push tenor right there.
Thumbs down.
Good, cuz. Good.
All right, try this one.
I was thinking to myself, wait, singing. Oh, no. Okay, wait. Okay, it's going to be all right. No, wait, going to be okay.
Gonna be all right. All right, try this one. I was a fool.
Broke every rule, darling. Let's go. All
right, last
we're going to make them band. We're going to make them band already. We're going to make band.
Last one I got. Here we go. Try this one. I went down to Texas
to learn how to yodel. This is the way they.
Nicely done.
Let's go.
Nicely done. Singing scoops, the falsetto finishes with Moke Boy.
Hey, we're going to take falsetto classes. Let's go, cuz. Let's go.
I might need some lessons.
You're right there, Hawaiian. Yeah. We'll make one good sandwich for you. You're right there, Hawaiian.
I tried my best on that one.
Work on your tenors. You work on your tenor falsetto. Bring out one CD like that. You know what I mean?
Man, it's 4 o'clock. That leads us to our last dub. I swear, look, the hour just goes by so fast all the time. Our last dub over here is the why. If you could go back in time and have a one-on-one conversation with someone, who would that someone be, and what would you want to talk about?
I get plenty of people. Yeah. Would be my papa, my grandpa. Cause I never really know him. Yeah. Him and my dad, they wasn't really close, so I never really get to actually know him. Like I would listen to him when he come to the parties, but that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and then Makanale was already I already had Makanale, and she was the one in Grandpa and God. If you listen, she's the little girl that's dancing and around. That's asking me. So that's when I got to know him. Was like a little bit before her, but I wish I knew him from way back. Cause I knew my grandpa Nahina, and they was the ones that kept us, on a spiritual track. They was the one that kept the family, praying more.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe if I had to go back and I could spend time, would be with my grandpa, and then my dad gave me plenty of the stuff too, the stuff that I needed, the stuff that, on the music side and that kind of stuff too. He did really well as a dad. I always tell him every time, Dad, from the stuff that you was put through,
mm-hmm.
Man, only God brought us this far, because we still here. And look, the Moke Boy name is from you folks. This is from the kind. I was called Moke Boy before I was even Moke Boy. There's Moke Boy, and it's Moke. I always say Moke, yeah. No, wrong letter Hawaiian. Wrong letter. I said Moke. They tell me no Moke, Poke, Moke. So it's I'm over here but it's my papa. Would be him, just so I could talk story with him and just let him know, just mainly let him know how we're doing, and because that was always their thing too. The music side, I tell the cousins. The music side, I told Darren a long time ago, yeah. I said, Hawaiian, get 3 things that always breaks up on good band. And if these 3 things gonna come inside, I don't because I seen plenty beautiful music just go down because of these 3 guys. And the first of the 3 is greed. When the money come in, Hawaiian, everybody forget each other.
Yeah.
We're not brothers anymore. You know what I mean? We're mine. That kind of stuff, no can, Hawaiian. Because if you like the whole thing, take up. I blessed already. So we gotta make sure no more greed. The second of them is jealousy. Because one shine, all shine.
Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to outshine anybody on top here. No need, cuz.
Yeah.
One shine, all shine. I look good, we look good. You look good, I look good. It just shows because we're going to help each other out. It's a team. And the third is loss. Get plenty ways that we can get caught up in just you're going to see people over there, they're all relaxed, they're all there, and all their stuff is all low, so they're going to come up, talk to the entertainer, go hang on the entertainer. Next thing you know, the band break up because you sleep with the wife, or they going through a divorce because you fool around on a wife. No can, Hawaiian. That's not what the music is about. All we are is just making one service for the family, so the family can be blessed, so the family can enjoy, relax. So every time I start my shows, I start them with Majesty. Mm-hmm. I start them with a blessed song.
Yeah.
Because the Lord told me, Hawaiian, you know how it is? You know how much money these people put in? You know how much stress it goes to putting in one party? We don't know what people going through. They could be silently going through their mind. And, especially from all the stuff that we went through just now, depression is on the incline.
Yeah.
Let's knock them out. Let's make sure we start with one song that blessed our family.
Yeah. No, that's
That's the kind
beautiful.
stuff.
That's what I always, when I'm around you, there's always positivity, good vibes, and that's exactly what today was about. And then you mentioned these troubled times.
Yeah.
Over the course of the past year and a half, I followed along religiously to your 9 p.m. Nahina. We got it. So we got all the 5 dubs. This is one last segment we're throwing in. It's called the Inside Scoops. Tell us a little bit and give us a little bit more inside scoops about your 9 p.m. Nahe Nahe. Like, I know what it was, but if you can, tell everybody what you were doing on Facebook.
That one was different for us. 2018, 2019 was doing good. Everybody was moving, flowing. But I was listening to the Lord, and the Lord was saying, there's something coming, Hawaii, so get ready. Something coming, Hawaii, so get ready. You know, so as I was building up, the Lord would show up, and he said, okay, everything is like, and I tell the family, all the Lord did was push reset. Yeah, he pushed reset. 2020 came around, you know, the Lord said, jump online and start singing. Just sing. This is why I'm blessing you guys with music. Because you got to let the family know we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. This is why we train up. This is why we prayed up. This is why we do what we do. Because it's not going to be the first. We're going to get more stuff like this, you know, mainly because the people that's in line, like, or that's in office and that kind of stuff like that, they get different agendas than what should be. So we got to pray for them. You know, we got to keep them in prayer. But for the Nahe Nahe crew, it was just, you know, I seen the need. And I told my wife, I said, I got to go on at 9. I got to go on at 9. And she's like, go. You got to do what the Lord telling you for do.
Yeah.
So just go, you know. And she's my support sister. My wife, she keep me humble because, sometimes, like, you know what I mean? I like put on the pastor stuff and just like, cracks on, but I cannot, you know what I mean? She's like, okay, babe, we just in prayer for this family. Relax. Gonna be okay.
Nice.
You know, so
hey, but you know, really, that what you were doing, because you were doing it every night.
It was every night for 2
every
months.
night at 9 p.m. right on Facebook, and not only did I share it, but I followed along, and the comments I knew really helped people.
Amen.
Through that time.
That's all. That's the only one.
Blessed, man.
Blessed.
Again, wow. So fast the hour go by. Okay, we appreciate you coming on. As we always do, we try to close with one song. Would you jam one more for us?
Automatic.
Again, What's the Scoops, presented by Freedom Communications alongside Mikey, our special guest, Moke Boy. Thank you for being here. Love you, my brother.
Love you guys. I like his name. It's my brother's name. My brother's name is Mike, so I'm over here like, oh, shout out to the brother. Yes, sir. Let's go. How's the ukulele on that thing? She go. How's the ukulele on the plug? She go. This ukulele, she go. Wow, one chica. Kamako, oh, Hawaiian kickboxer, mainan lalo hinana imua. Oh, Hawaiian kickboxer, mainan hope imua. Ho! Gee! Holloway, all the way, let's go. Yes, sir. The strong and the brave gathered in a circle, making ready for the session. They train their bodies and their minds to think as one. That's how you make Hawaiian kickboxer. Oh, Hawaiian kickboxer. Oh, Hawaiian kickboxer. Mine hope imua. Shout out to all the cousins at PHP. Let's go. Epic, baby. Oh, here you go. Self-storage. Ready. Self-storage. Oh, Hawaii self-storage. Oh, Hawaii self-storage. Box 'em, pack 'em, store 'em, lock 'em. Imua. Heli lo ti, 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 heli lo ti. I went down to Texas to learn how to yodel. This is the way they relate. This is the way they so Asian boys, they do it like cowboys. Cowboy must know how. Cowboys gotta have a cow. Their boots, saddle straps, and spurs. I'm a down in a Tahitian cowboy, riding on the range every night. Hawaiian I think it ain't cactus, and I'll never ever ride this range again. Yeah, you. Whew.